Sorry about that, folks. Trying to get it positioned right, but there's one person that I've been watching lately on YouTube, and basically he has a little thing he calls, like the reasons, 3 reasons why such and such has to, be made and all that, and I watched this, and I watched what he had to say, and I'm just looking at something here. But again, I watched what he says at times, and one of the things he talks about is basically what he feels like. He gives a reason, basically a reason, if you will. Basically, he gives what he calls 3 reasons why a certain movie needs to be made and stuff. And I thought to myself, well, why not try something similar? So I kind of thought, okay, what could I say that's similar? And then it hit me. Why not talk about 3 movies that do need to be made? One, let's start off with something that I think is a long time in. So let's talk about 3 movies that I feel need to be made. One, I feel is a movie, a biography movie that is a long time in the making, needs to be done, and that movie, ladies and gentlemen, that biography movie that needs to be made is The Beatles. Now, the reason I say this is because this past Saturday, I went with my mom and my aunt and my uncle to Stockton into the Bob Hope Theater, and we saw In My Life, a musical tribute to the Beatles. And it was pretty good. It was basically like, it was like a tribute band concert, but it was also a musical and stuff like that. And they played all over all over the West Coast, and I think even in the East Coast and Midwest at times. And when I watched this, I thought this was pretty good. I mean, they basically went through the different eras of the Beatles' career. So I thought to myself, as I'm watching this, I'm thinking, you know what, they need to make a movie. And I mentioned this to my mom and my aunt and my uncle, and they said, oh yeah, well, they have done it before. Even though it's focused mostly at times, some documentaries or movies would focus on John Lennon or George Harrison or whatever. No, the thing is with me though, is that's all great if you want to do a John Lennon movie and you put the Beatles, because that was a major part of his life in there. But my honest opinion, folks, is I think what we need to have made the first movie we need to have made is a true Beatles biography film, and I'm talking straight up all about the Beatles, focusing on each and every one of them throughout the film, throughout the different eras, and to me it could work. To me, with the right people behind it, a theatrical, true biopic could work. And again, this is something that, not focusing on just one member and you throw the Beatles, the time with the Beatles in there. No, I'm talking about all of the Beatles. Talking about basically going through from the beginnings all the way to the end. And, just go like from section to section, just like this play did. Going from when they started all the way to the final on top of Apple Records, Rooftop. And anything in between. And to me that would be great. That would be tremendous. And I think you need somebody out there that can really do that, could really bring that to life, and um, if there's anybody I think that could probably do it, I would say James Cameron, but he's working on all the kind of focused with Avatar right now. Um, I'd say I'd say the person that did The Artist. Honestly, that person should be one of the candidates to really get this off the ground, to get a movie like a true Beatles biography off the ground. That's how I look at it. Maybe even Ron Howard. So again, just some names thrown out there. Another movie that I think needs to be made because the time and stuff is it's all set, it's all ready to go. And I talked about it before. A Sonic the Hedgehog movie based on probably on any continuity you can think of within the franchise. With the new cartoon coming out next year, this is you couldn't ask, in my opinion, you couldn't ask for a better time frame for a Sonic movie to be made. And again, if Eddie LeBron's fan film has proven anything, there is a fan base for a movie. I mean, heck, they recently just did a Wonder Woman fan film that's been getting a lot of publicity, a lot of notoriety throughout the media. And it's proven that she can hold her own film as well. So, to me, this is the best time for a Sonic film to be made, bar none. It has to be done. And I guarantee you, you get the right people on board, you get the right portion of the franchise, and the best option, the best option in my opinion, is the comic books. Not well, the games are good, but I think mostly the comic books right now is your best option. That's the way I look at it. So yeah, that needs to be done. And a third movie, well, honestly, it's, a third movie, honestly, has to be The Invisible Woman. And I'm not talking about the Invisible Woman movies that are already coming out that have nothing to do with the invisibility deal of it. I'm talking a true comedic Invisible Woman movie. And you've got a lot of great candidates out there, comedic women out there that have shined on the big screen in the comedic roles, and I believe could really benefit from playing the lead role of the Invisible Woman, of the woman that gains the powers of invisibility. Because I can just see the director and them as well having fun with the role that they would be in. Having fun of like being able to like do a scene where she's invisible and she's teasing people like ooh, and all this and stuff. So I mean, just the possibilities nowadays with the technology that we have is endless. So I definitely think a true comedic Invisible Woman movie has to be done, has to be made. And not just a movie with just a name in it and has nothing to do with it. I'm talking a true, straight up comedic remake or original take on the Invisible Woman concept. That to me would be tremendous. And if you want one more out there, I'll give you one more. I've watched on several YouTubes, especially with the Power Rangers, the original Super Sentais and all that, and read all over, that there have been certain female characters that love taking bubble baths. And I'm thinking, you know what? Ever since movies like Pretty Woman, shows like The Hogan Family, Mermaids, I'm thinking to myself, why doesn't somebody do a comedic movie of a woman that's obsessed with bubble baths? I mean, she's so obsessed that she wants that. I mean, this would be my take on it. So let's just say these are 4 movies that I believe need to be made, not 3 but 4. You need to have a female lead, a comedic female lead, just like I mentioned with the Invisible Woman deal, that can really get into the character and kind of understand who this character is, and have that character, that lead female character, be so obsessed with bubble baths, of taking bubble baths anytime she can, either at home, either at a hotel or whatever, that her main goal is to take the biggest bubble bath in history. A bubble bath that when she steps into it, she just literally disappears into the bubbles, and then when she walks out, she's just completely covered head to toe in the suds. So, and you could make a story out of that. You can get a story. I mean, you can probably do like a story of, something like Queen of the Bubble Bath contest happening and all that, or whatever. But to me, and not 3, but to me, this is a movie that I think can be done in a very comedic way, just like with the Invisible Woman deal. So, not just 3, but so to end this, these are not 3, but 4 movies that I believe need to be made, and those are the reasons why they need to be made. So let me know what you guys think. Respond down below, comment if you like. I'll talk to you all later. God bless and take care.